Up. I'm live. And it's definitely a Monday. Legitimately, I woke up this morning and was like, what day is it? Oh, it's Monday? I don't want it to be Monday. Can it just be Sunday again? Yeah. Mondays, aren't they great? Anyway. Um, yeah. Stream for tonight is more My Summer Car. I think last time I was struggling to get the car started, possibly because of parts not being in good enough condition. Don't know that for a fact though. But the car is assembled. It should be able to run, but I'm not sure I ever got it running last time. But we'll just have to wait and see once I'm in the game, which will be in just a moment. First, I do want to point out the pinned post in the chat and the command, which is that pinned post and such. Yeah, my car insurance is already overdue for the second month in a row. And it's due again tomorrow. I really can't wait to see how much it's going to go up by for missing all these payments. But more importantly for right now, the bottom left corner of the screen, you can see it's $25. If anybody can help out with that in any way, it doesn't have to be the full 25, but the help would be greatly appreciated. God, I hate this. I hate all of this. I hate having to pay so much. I hate having to ask for help. I hate just most things. Some people say that I hate everything. Not true, but we're not going to get into that. Anyway, the game should be launching now, and considering OBS is, there we go. It was not frozen per se, but it was kind of, like, partially frozen. Let's see, disable 5M since I keep forgetting to disable that. I never disabled the capture, the Elgato capture? Okay. And then it should just be this. Hopefully. Yay, it's still linked. I don't have a dedicated MSC button. I have an MISC button. Because MISC. So, yeah. I can see the UI, but we're still waiting for the mods to load. It is dark. Okay. So it's Saturday. And it is dark. But which way is it dark? Probably in the morning. Yeah. So first thing, yeah, do a little jump, because why not? You know, for being high frame rate, this sure doesn't feel high frame rate. Shame you can't drink while doing this. So you might be able to... Yeah, you can do that. Alright. Turn the lights out on my way out. Hunger. Sure. Yeah, the frame rate does not feel very smooth for being high as it is. HDR? No. Yeah, I mean, these are graphic settings, however, they're not the sort of graphic settings I would hope to have access to in the game. At least not all of them. Yeah, I'll get used to that at some point. The flashlight. Oh, it should be fully charged. Looking at that. Oh, come on. We have our oil. Got plenty of coolant. It resets that every time, so of course I gotta go grab. Slightly too big. Hey, it did not like that. Oh, it's on fire. That's good. Did I not buy the extinguisher? Yeah, you know, honestly, I'm just gonna take a mulligan on this. Because, what the hell? That shouldn't happen. Why did that happen? No, just let me play the damn game. I mean, I don't think that was the negative, which is probably why it did that. Why the negative was not the one that was unscrewed in the first place, I do not know. Anyway, shall we do this again? Why is my frame rate so stuttery? We got enough of that bullshit to deal with in GTA. I do not need it in this as well. A little too far away from it. Okay, let's try this for the first time tonight. Yeah, this is the first time I'm doing this tonight. Alright, so... was it that one? The negative was unscrewed as well. Okay. That would be why things got screwy. Alright. Now that everything is perfectly fine and definitely not on fire, I mean, clearly, controller is on. Somebody's being an asshole. I've just noticed that there's a ton of frames missed and skipped. However, I imagine that was probably starting up the game multiple times. Why is the battery so dead when it's brand fucking new? Oh. Unscrew the positive first. Can I not just... no. I mean, that's pinned at the right side, so I don't get that. I have 472 monies. Got firewood, and yeah, that's not happening. There's all the hay bales. That is such a waste of time. Firewood, huh? Alright. Well, if the car doesn't want to cooperate... If the car doesn't want to cooperate, I need more money. Since I need more money, I'm just gonna go do the firewood job, I guess. Although it is Saturday, which is annoying. Because, of course, the rally is going on. Of course, the best question to ask right now in all of this is, why am I playing this game in the first place? Why did I think this was a good idea? Gonna clip that corner, or no, I think we're good. Yeah, I've fortunately got plenty of experience backing up trailers. Although doing it in the low light that is this is not great. Could I have the wood chipper from Winter Car? Hopefully that's good enough. Nice lag. No, I am right against the wall there, so I can't move that. That should be good enough. What even is the digging board good for? I haven't been to the cabin, so I don't have the second one of those, which would be nice. Come on. What the hell, game? Hello? Remember, this game is designed to be as annoying as possible. Come on, hello? Get out of the way. Yeah, Winter Car definitely has got it better. The auto chopper. That works. Don't know exactly how that worked, but it works. Get out of the way. How are you in the way? Now I can just come back in here. I thought that I didn't have to let go of it, but apparently I do. Thank you, Gason, for the resubscription. Not the pun, just the resubscription. Come on. Unreasonable. Yeah, thank you very much. 33 months. Very nice. Getting close to that 3-year mark. Very much appreciated, Gason. Thank you. What do you mean? Where's the other log then? There's no way I've only got enough for one left over. Is this thing seriously off by one? God damn it. It's hot. Yeah, I've heard it's not very nice in the UK. I mean, you got that inefficient air conditioner at least, right? Sorry, but I've already said my piece on it in the past. Single pipe air conditioners are trash. It's unfortunate that that's all you got. But it's better than nothing. Speaking of which, my air conditioner just kicked on. So I'm not as in need of it as you are. Still 26 out? That late? Ouch. Oh. That is, brutal. Especially for this time of the year. No, I guess it's had enough. Can I please? Jeez. I've got the prompt to pick the wood, but not to pick it up. And now I got it the other way around. Yeah, this game is designed to be infuriating, and it definitely lives up to that. Seriously? Get in the damn thing. God damn this. Right. That didn't work. That didn't work. That didn't work. That did. That did. Yeah, that's the other thing. You did say that in EJ's Discord, didn't you? The power was out. Brutal. That works. Yeah, we've had power outages here in the summer that have lasted through the day, and, well, on one hand, my room is cooler because my computer isn't running. On the other hand, I'm still on the second floor with no AC, because power's out? Yeah. The one advantage I have, though, is that this house is not built like most British homes are, at least the older ones. Don't push it closer to the center. Come on. I hate firewood picking. It does relieve stress, though, doesn't it? So that's nice, at least. But also just... Okay. There we go. You're a pain in the ass about accepting the wood, but I put it in more or less the right spot, and nope, just fling it out the side. I guess you're full now. Portable mini split. Really? That sounds like something I would like to have, honestly. Get this damn window unit out of here. Good as it is loud. Because, you know, it's a window unit. Yeah, mini splits. That would be ideally be what I would want to have here. If only because if we had central air, which is oh so common here in the States, I wouldn't have any control over the temperature in my room, and that would be terrible. Okay, I thought I saw like a tree in the distance. No, it's just the paint. Yeah, mini splits are unfortunately, though, still on the more expensive side. Especially here in the States. Everybody does central air, so finding somebody who actually wants to do mini splits for a reasonable price, generally speaking, good luck. Generally better off doing self-install at that point, which has its own sets of issues. I did not mean to do that. By the way, where are we at? We still got a ways to go. You can just leave this open as long as it's not tilted. It won't do anything. I don't know why this is so bad about doing things, but it is. I hit the wrong key again. Yeah, that would be ideal, a mini split. But also, paying twice as much. Ouch. I usually wouldn't talk about this sort of thing, but one of the things my father has been suggesting subtly and not so subtly is to move down to where he is. I'm not going to say what state he's in, but it's far enough south that, like, no thank you, if only because I don't want to deal with that. Like, yeah, the buildings have air conditioning, that's great. There are other reasons as well that we are absolutely not going to potentially get into. I'm not saying anything in one way or the other, though. Just before anybody thinks that that's what I'm trying to imply. Saying, like, we're not going there. If that is one of the reasons, but... yeah. I generally tend to prefer it where it's cooler. Come on, game. That picked it up. Ideally, you don't need air conditioning. That would be ideal. Nice, Geeson. Yeah, I don't know what it would cost to do a self-install here, because I've never looked into it, but I do know that, again, like, in the past at least, if I wanted to get a mini split installed, which this is a rental, we're not going to do it ourselves, obviously, but if you were in the market to do so, you're much better off getting a central AC system. Portable mini split, though, I'm not as or at all really familiar with. But yeah, I mean, permanent versus portable. I mean, it kind of makes sense that it's cheaper, right? Because if it's portable, it needs to be made to be moved around to some degree, versus a permanent install, it's just, once it's there, it's there. You don't have to take as much into consideration. Still a fair amount, but not as much. Hopefully getting close on this. It's only gotten bright out since I started this, after all. Broke falling on the floor. Okay, that works. I'm pretty sure it's split, but it doesn't want to act like it. See, like it's... Okay, there we go. Yeah, it was not split. It was very much refusing to split, though. Oh, well, there goes my controller. I only knew that because I suddenly got the Steam controller notification. I don't know when that started happening. When they decided that, hey, we're gonna tell you when your controller isn't connected. Kinda handy in this, but only if it actually allows me to reconnect it now. If it doesn't, then, well, I won't be surprised. Was that done, or... No. Controller, are you gonna reconnect, or are you gonna be an asshole like you are on Saturday nights? Half the time. I really hope they fix GTA sooner than not. Whatever they broke with driving around, or flying for that matter. So annoying. Especially annoying because I can start no-clipping around and it's fine. They really fuck something up weird. No, it's full. Okay. You gonna let me actually fix stuff, though? Things stuck on the log that somehow magically doesn't get chopped while you're chopping. I gotta be getting close, game. Come on. Alright, fine. I didn't even have to do anything. I thought I found a way to glitch it, but no, I didn't want to cooperate after the first one. Hey, Kiosk. Amazing how many logs you need for this. How many are there per thing? I.e., how many can it hold? How is that not enough? Hello? Seems like 9. Finally! Is this rolling? Yeah, it's totally rolling. The handbrake is on, but, you know, as you do. Alright, now the real question is, will my controller reconnect this time around? Because it stopped trying. It connected. Yeah, Kiosk, I'm in the tractor. How do you think it's going? I mean, you can just look right there. That should answer most of your questions. Just like real life! Anybody able to help? Anyway. Wow, the controller still works. Alright, Steam. I don't know if that was your fault or if I just got lucky with it. But I'll take it. Now, of course, it is Saturday. So there is a rally going on. But that's fine. We just got a bit of a drive to make. I wonder if the uncle's van was around today. Hopefully he loses his job soon so that I can have the poo truck. Not that I really want the poo truck, but also money. Yeah, it is a hell of a comment out of context. But within the context of the game, it all makes sense. How are you doing back there? Yes, usually people losing their jobs is a bad thing. But in the context of this game, Uncle get fired already. You drunk bastard. To be fair, he probably deserves to be fired anyway. Yeah, again, 110, 120 FPS does not feel like it. I don't know what's going on. My GPU is hardly doing anything, and yet the frame rate feels very choppy. There are moments when it's not bad, but then other times it's not great. Why are you right there? Hopefully I didn't run over him. Okay, I don't know why it bogged down. I guess if you get too far off the tracks, it does that to punish you. Can you please stop bogging, though? I should be out of whatever is going on the side there. This is nonsense. What the hell is this? that's exactly what's going on. Fucking bullshit. Come on. Yeah. Go up that way. Thank you. Look, I wanted to avoid the train. Can you stop being so zoomed in? Game? Game. Thank you. What the fuck? I'm out of it. What is this bullshit? I do not understand why this is doing this. Maybe kiosk. Why does the handbrake not hold it anymore? I don't think so. Come on. Fortunately, the train just passed, so I should have a little bit of time before it does dumb things. I've seen people drive along the tracks before. I know it's possible. It just gets stuck like this, I guess. Oh, this game can go suck on a fucking cactus. I don't know. Just fuck this game. Did that answer your question? I was going along just fine, and then suddenly it got bogged down. So unless the entire track is set to be like this... Yeah, actually, if anything, getting it stuck up on the tracks might be a good thing. For when the train inevitably comes back. Because it's not like the tractor can really die. And it's effectively stuck out here at this point, so... You helping at all get over the tracks? I can't tell. Of course, what would be diabolical is if a second train came from behind. Can't zoom. Yep. Thought so. Well, that's not helpful. What am I supposed to do with this? I mean, I know how this is gonna work, but... Yep. Hey, you want to come over here and help? Just walking around aimlessly? Thirst is very high at this point, which is fantastic. Why does it move better over here? I don't understand what happened. I don't understand at all. Shit. No, other way, no! Hey, there's water down here. You know, if it wasn't Saturday, none of this would have happened. Oh yeah, no, fuck this Monday in particular, especially. Like I said at the beginning of the stream, I woke up this morning and I was like, what day is it? Oh, it's Monday? I don't want it to be Monday. Can it be Sunday again? I'd rather it be Sunday. No, none of that works. I mean, honestly, at this point, I'd rather just cheat and put it back where it should be and try again. But I'm gonna die before I get to that point anyway, so... what's it matter? Are there any pump jacks on this part of the map? In a valid way? I don't think so, Chaos. Train's gonna be coming from... that way. I say pump jacks, the water pumps. I don't know if it's on a particular schedule kiosk, but it literally just runs back and forth. There is no loop. Not even gonna bother to pause, because it doesn't fucking pause the game anyway. I now can't see chat, but I figured I would just... Well, I mean, desperate times, right? There's the train again. Did it help? Probably not. I can't see chat, and it is for no good reason, because yeah, I can see the wiki, the info, but also, like, it's not in a good location. He's not gonna be running, god damn it, because the fucking rally is on. Rid of all the pop-up bullshit. Okay, well, I mean, if I went down the road, but I would probably die before then. Yeah. There are no pumps. Does it say mortal in the top left kiosk? I mean, I can Alt F4 out of the save, but also, like, I'd prefer not to, but what am I supposed to do? Oh, get out of here. I'm kind of in a position where I can't save, you know? All because it's Saturday. If it wasn't Saturday... They're all looking that way. Time for a break? No, I don't think it is, because the game doesn't stop. Might have been... Oh, there's a car coming. Might have been faster just to, walk back home. I think I want to go that way. Or is it that way? I'm not sure. The grandmother's house. There's a water pump there. I don't know which house is hers. I mean, there was supposed to be a car coming. Maybe it crashed. You go faster strafing? There it is. I definitely want to be going that way. This is just a random shack in a field. Nothing. Is that the house? That might be the house. There's a flagpole there. What houses have flagpoles in this game? At least I have a good line of sight on when the cars are coming. It's not the house. Oh, it is. I see it. I see it. You have coffee. I need water, though. Oh, don't stop. Please. Okay, we're good. We're good. No, I'm good, thanks. She won't shut up, kiosk. I'm not doing that. I kinda can't take breaks with this game, can I? Because of the whole doesn't pause when you pause. Like, look, I'm still controlling the game in the background. The pause menu is not a pause menu, it's a settings menu. Look at how fast the thirst meter is going up. What the hell? I was just about to say, I don't know where the train is. Bye! The only way to pause this game is to quit out of it. Which, I mean, might just have to do. Now, I wonder if drinking the pee earlier actually did anything useful. Speaking of which, there. Because if that actually helped, and that's what ultimately kept me alive for as long as I survived, like, this might be a waste. What I'm doing currently. Well, I guess since it has been an hour, pin post in chat, I really need the help. Bill's already overdue, and it's only $25 if anybody can help out. Doesn't have to be the full amount. I just need to not miss the payment tomorrow, but I'm going to at the moment. So, like I said, if anyone can help out. And make it so I don't have to keep asking for help because I hate doing it. $59. Nice. 10 off. Thank you very much, Evil, for pressing the button. It's always nice when the button is a button. really use a lift from the idiot, but he's not around. Not going to be driving on Saturdays because of the rally. You know, technically I can just walk like this, so I can see when the train is coming. The train is just down there out of sight. Trying to think of your useful units. Fair enough, Evil. It runs back and forth, Kiosk. So it just ran that way, and then next time it'll... Yep. I was walking backwards. It'll go off that way, and then after that it'll come back and go that way, and so on and so forth. It's literally just a shuttle going back and forth between the two tunnels, where it hides while it's not actively running through the middle of the map. Yeah, Evil, I mean, I don't know what you need or what you want out of it, but ARPOBot still has the converter logic in it. I don't remember what that does, but... I remember it has basic units as well as memory blocks for Nintendo devices. I don't entirely remember why I added that, but somebody wanted it, so I did. I don't know if it works in Twitch chat, though. The phrasing on it was also kind of odd. I don't even remember the syntax. The syntax is what I meant, not phrasing. Same difference. I mean, in a sense, yeah. In a sense, it's the same difference. I don't think you generally refer to the syntax of a command as phrasing, though. But, yeah, close enough. It sure is, Kiosk. Thanks, OBS. You want to stop lagging? I'd really love to know why it lags. I still do not know, after all these years and multiple computers and multiple versions of everything. Ambient chaos, just like the fly. Although the fly does fly around, but it's effectively ambient noise. Yeah, that's fair enough, Evil. Yeah, I mean, I think the fly shows up regardless, it just shows up more when your dirtiness meter goes up. What about not useful conversions? Well, for my command, I would consider the Nintendo memory blocks to be not that useful, but it was useful to someone. Useful or not useful conversions, though, otherwise, like... I don't know. See, I'm trying to think of actual conversions that exist, but are just, like, kind of pointless. There's also that. Also, you know, it's kind of funny, because I have so much time to just sit here and look around, because I'm just walking. I might as well move the joystick again, because I'm definitely not gonna die before I get home. I've got 3 views of the same thing, though one of them is delayed. Like, I have the main gameplay, I have the OBS capture, and then I have my iPad playback. Although, what I'm seeing here doesn't have the top corner things, which I know as I do this, they move with the viewport, but I'm saying, like, it's up there and up there. Oh, and the thing down in the bottom left. No, money conversions are absolutely not strictly set. That would technically require fetching data regularly from a reliable source, and that's just... Yeah, I don't think I ever did money conversions in ARPOBot, and that's part of why. Also, just wasn't really a reason for it. Okay, some of that was OBS lagging, some of it was just the game lagging, so that's fun. Oh yeah, there's absolutely an API to call somewhere for it. How many of them are free and trustworthy? That's a different story. But I cannot answer. Yeah, I mean, that seems pretty good, Evil. Having multi-directional unit conversions for, like, distances instead of having separate inches to centimeters and miles to kilometers. Instead, just having, like, any ability to do, say, inches to kilometers. Might not be so helpful, but that takes a bit more logic, to be fair. Or, like, US gallons to milliliters, or something like that, you know? Again, the complexity factor. I mean, are you really that surprised, Kiosk? See, how many houses have flagpoles, the important ones? It is, Kiosk, and that's why metric is the superior unit system. And I'm saying that as an American. Yeah, like I said, Evil, the complexity added is fun, but it is doable. I can't believe I'm back at the house alive. How did this happen? Yeah, I mean, ideally we would just switch over to metric, but it would be such a tough transition that nobody actually wants to commit to trying it. But cars already have unit conversions in them for the speed limits. Oh, you're not even going to tell me why? Just... Where is it? Yeah, up your ass tripped it up. What a surprise. Kiosk, please! Don't say the same damn thing. Oh, both of you. Hey, it's actually doing something. So I guess that's actually telling you how much is being delivered to the battery instead of how much is in the battery, which makes sense. It is the 90s after all. How could you resist typing it that way? I know. But you still didn't need to do it that way. Okay, I'm gonna cheese it if I can. I'm gonna try to. Can I have my mouse at some point? Like, there we go. Clean your toilet. I'm sorry, that function is not available. I'm currently looking to see if I can easily find a location to put it to. Did you, Evil? That's funny. I don't remember exactly what you said not to do, but I do remember trying it just because. Okay, I have some coordinates, and yeah, that's being a nuisance again. Now, where do I have editor? What I can actually do once I do find the editor. Oh, it's right here. Cool. Which one of these? Is it that? I think it's that. What's the name of it? I need to move the mic and stuff, so I'm gonna be muted for a second. I didn't forget. I wasn't going to forget evil. Anyway, it's now upwards of 2 hours later in game, and everything should be back close by at least. No violent noises were heard at least. Well, it's here at least. Can I please pick up the damn bike? No, kiosk. Why would there be... Well, I mean, there's a jack, but that's it. Yeah, but I don't think the jack is going to be all that useful. Where is it? Over here, apparently. Yeah, it's sketchy at best, and I mean, do you think this is actually going to help anything? Like, it's getting it up into the air a little bit, but rolling it over by itself, it's definitely not going to do. You're not wrong, Kiosk. Stepfather had a tire recently leak air for some reason, suspecting it's a leaky valve, but it hasn't been an issue since he reinflated it and it never acted up again. It's odd. Yeah, see, this is the other problem. Anyway, in the process of trying to get the tire off to take it to a shop to have them look at it, just to be safe, you know, check for any leaks, slightly wrong location for the jack, and I mean slightly, and just about ripped the side trim off, and nearly dropped the car on the ground as a result, with no tire on. Yeah, true, Kia. Or, true, Evil. As soon as I got outside and saw the situation, I was immediately like, alright, glad I brought my key with me, because I'm going to go get my jack, and we're going to do this properly. Yeah, I've never had to deal with a bumper jack, fortunately. I can get it to rotate the wrong way, but not the right way, so honestly... Can you please? There we go. I also managed to knock my car off a jack once. Basically, the jack that I was using was not really tall enough, and so lifted it up to the maximum extent possible, just enough to get the tires off, but the jack was very high up, and just decided, you know what, I don't need to put jack stands under it, this is going to be quick. Should have put jack stands under it, because unsettled it just enough to get the car to fall off the jack. The jack literally fell over sideways and the car fell off. Fortunately, nobody was hurt and was able to get it back up and get the tires back on, but yeah, not ideal. Yeah, no doubt, Evil. What, have you never used a pump bottle jack, Evil? Sure haven't. Yeah, they're fun too. It sounds slow, cause it is! And it's also kinda because, you know, you only have as much height as the bottle is, minus a little bit, but you actually, you know, the higher it is, the more lift you have. Can you just not be stupid? What the fuck? Oh my god. Anyway, no, it doesn't want to cooperate. Yeah, the problem is that the taller you make the bottle jack to get more height, the harder it is for it to actually... That's nonsense. The harder it is for it to actually, you know, get where you want it to be. I'm not going to be able to get up there. I got some movement out of it. It's this game, you get used to those sounds. Oh, don't drop it. I was doing good things there. Come on, game. You know, while I continue to struggle with this, let me go check on something. No. Yeah, I'm not doing that. So, can't use the van to pull it over. The Satsuma... No. Funnily enough, one of the best items is typically the beer bottle case. Actually, I might have one, because I think you spawn with one by default. Yeah! Note how it's completely full. Alright, well, I mean... It's, Can you stop automatically making me sit in a certain way? Oh my god. The interior is forcing me to not sit in the way I want, even though I'm not in there. Oh, I feel like the rear tires are definitely the ones to play with. Come on. There you are. Doesn't make enough sound when you do that, honestly. Come on. Does this do anything? It sure does. Not doing as much as I'd like with the bottom wheel, though. It's not lagging out whenever it comes to a stop. That's literally just my mouse. You know, the momentum of the wheel slowing down. What if I spin it the other way? Okay, it's far easier to spin it this way. Yeah. Yeah, we can, Kiosk. We absolutely can appreciate the absurdity. But this is just another day in 1996 Finland. Just twirling a a mini bike, clipping through the wheel of a tractor in order to try and get the tractor. Oh, sure, I drop you and then you deploy the thing, even though I requested you do that before. By the way, there's the trailer. I'm not finding anything useful there. This clearly isn't doing anything. So let's try messing with it a different way. Again! No, stop bugging me about it. I'm sorry, what? If I delete the rotation data, It responds with Hercule. That's funny. Detected unusual traffic. Google, I am not a fucking bot. Fuck you. Maybe it knows something. Yeah, it knows how to waste my time and piss me off. Google is very good at that. Okay, how about this? We'll try doing silly things, because maybe it'll work then. Really, I'm just trying to advance the night into the night time before I have to sleep. Oh yeah, hey, it's been another half an hour. Pinned comment in the chat and the bottom left-hand corner, which, you know, this bit over here, and yet please help if you can. I need it badly. Yay! It worked. Like I've already missed a payment. I don't need to miss a payment again. Well, I've missed payments 2 months in a row, but I managed to pay it the second time of asking last month. Second time of asking for this month is tomorrow. Only $25. Anyway, I just stole the rotation data. Where's the fender? I stole the rotation data from the Satsuma and just applied it to the tractor. And it worked! Hell yeah. And the phone's been disconnected all day. Oh well. You know what? I'm just gonna go to sleep, and that's that. There. Alright. What time is it, just for reference? Already after 8. When does this start? 10. So I do have a little bit of time. That said, how much fuel do we have? Plenty. Never mind how we got to this position. All that matters is that we're here. Alright. I think I'm slightly offset in the seat, but I don't care. Off we go. It only took approximately far too long. I mean, hey, it's better than setting the car and the house on fire, right? That definitely didn't happen. I just, you know, got the... Okay, to be fair, I still don't know what happened to the tractor. No, definitely not kiosk. It can't happen, and so it definitely didn't happen. You can set the house on fire, though, if you leave, like, the sauna on or such. And the car can be set on fire, too, if it overheats, I think. They burn down, yes, both of them. One of these days, you'll figure out MWC. Not as easy to say as MSC, is it? Someday I'll play Winter Car. I said I would. But... again, bottom left, Bill struggles, can't afford. What would a player do in such a case? Well, I mean, if the house burns down, that's the house gone. Find a new place to live. Hope you're good at Venti. If the car burns down, I don't know if you can repair it. I would imagine... to some degree, but, like, you're gonna need a lot of money to do so. But yeah, once the house is burnt down, it's burnt down, that's that. So don't burn the house down, that would be bad. Don't leave the stove on, don't leave the sauna on. Don't start an electrical fire or any sort of fire with your car in the garage. Yeah, that's true. You just start a new save because screwed trying to fix it. Okay, I thought I heard the train. Cannot see whatsoever. I thought I heard the train. Better safe than sorry. There was just some sound this was making, I guess. Now, unfortunately, this time around, the cars are going to be coming from behind. It really is, isn't it, Chaos? I mean, to be fair, you don't live at home anymore at that point. But you're still tasked with taking care of the house. Of course, you have to keep the house warm because the pipes will freeze. Granted, last I knew, there weren't actually any downsides to the pipes freezing other than just no water. Yeah, Kiosk, I mean, good for player, but also player is an alcoholic. Like, badly alcoholic. Yeah, that really doesn't help. Aren't all the NPCs? Well, I mean, it is Finland, but... Speaking of NPCs, they're not there, which means it's not 10 o'clock yet. Calling player character alcoholic is being kind. True. Somebody wandering out in the field. Yeah. I mean, the fact that the thirst gauge becomes the problem gauge when you're an alcoholic, as far as it's concerned, should really tell you something. I think that's a little too far back, if anything, but it might be close enough. And I've got room to move forward. I mean, honestly, if anything. Come on. Yeah. The problem is so bad in my winter car that many players will just immediately abuse the game physics to try and get it to go away. Just so they don't have to deal with it, because it's that annoying. It's a very good way to die. But I mean, gets rid of the problem. I thought it reset the thing for a second because all I saw was this. Nope, the wood is still in there. Yeah, that should be fine. Pull forward a little bit, but I don't need to. Just pressed F to get in the car. Tractor. You tell them I'm playing a lot of GTA these last year plus. Okay, oh, it has a diff lock. I'll buy sausages, not beer. You got the time? No? Yeah, he definitely said things. How much he said versus what he was supposedly saying, I don't know. Yeah, but it requires winning a fight, Evil, and the problem is you can die from that fight. Because of course you can. Why wouldn't you be able to? Couldn't tell you, Kiosk. I don't speak Finnish. I know Satana Vitu Pekare, and that's about it. You know, the important stuff. Oh yeah, I should do this more. Yep. Spectators. Guess what that means. Thank you, because there's a bit of a dip there. Should probably be fine to get back to the road now.
Oi saatana! Mitä helvettiä? Jumalauta! Vittujen kevää! Saatana! Satana! Vittujen kevää! Saatana!
And we're clear of the road.
Perkele! Vittujen kevää! Helvettiä! Perkele! Jumalauta!
Although that said, okay.
Vittujen kevää! Vitu muu! Oi saatana! Jumalauta! Ei saatana!
Okay, maybe once I get back the battery will be charged and I can try starting the car again. Probably won't work because the engine's probably too damaged, but I can try. At least I've got some money to do something with. Thanks for lagging OBS, thanks for lagging game, okay. Yeah, I mean it makes sense, Evil, but also, like, what a pain in the ass mechanic.
Oi saatana! Mitä helvettiä? Mitä helvettiä? Saatana!
Yeah, Evil.
Oi vittu!
It's a crapshoot.
Perkele! Oi vittu! Oi saatana!
I know at least one of my pistons wasn't looking too good, but I think I bought them. Like, I think I straight up bought replacements for them. Also, stress is zeroed out, but it can go below 0, so I'm going to keep spamming the N key for the rest of the drive home. And occasionally press M, because why not? The further I push it negative, the longer it'll be before it goes positive. Can't do that with Thirst. I mean, you can, but not in-game. Hunger, I think you can also push into the negative very clearly. The van again. Here we go. They should evil. Pretty sure. Maybe take the boat into town tomorrow and stop by the island. Or, whatever I want from there. Almost fully recharged. Can I see anything with the engine? Yeah. 3 of those pistons do not look good. Oh, I think I bought one new? Maybe not. That is not helpful, game. Let's see. Choke is all the way out. It is out of gear. I don't think it's gonna start. Yep. Not starting. Hello? Damn it, hold it still. Well, that sucks. I guess I should do the one thing that I haven't done yet this stream. It's the end of a week after all, so start of a new week, possibly. Depends on how you define it. I grew up with Sunday being the first day on the left side of the calendar, so assuming you have it lined up in the grid format at least. Oh, just an advertisement. There is no other bits of the house. It's just empty. But that's where Uncle lives. And that's where he'll be residing, and hopefully not too long, because, you know, loses his license eventually. I guess that's one way to look at it, Kiosk. Alright, Evil. Have a good one. Thanks for hanging out. This is this property, mind you. That's the house with the driveway slab. That's the uncle's place with the shed and the barn that I drove past going around this way, except I shortcut instead of going out and around. Because there's that annoying gully right here. Yeah, pressing escape doesn't do anything. Not really, at least. Only 1 o'clock. There's really not much more for me to do at this point. There are the fenders. Like, I haven't put the front end together, but also the engine doesn't want to start, so... Oh, I could just, you know, tab out here and do things. Isn't that a wonderful sound? Yeah, there's definitely wear on the car. Not modifying anything, mind you, I was just looking. You know, I'd be tempted to shoot over to the island. But the problem is, like, I don't want to do that because I also want to go to the town. But there's not going to be anything in town to do because the store's closed because it's Sunday. I have to wait until tomorrow. So, what am I supposed to do here? I guess I can just cheese it a bit. But otherwise, like, time is not moving very quickly. Just for the sake of the stream, I will do this. Take a second every time, but... Okay, a little more than a second, technically. Oh yeah, it's been another half an hour. If anybody can help, so I don't miss a bill. $25 or less. I need $25, but you don't have to contribute the full amount. You don't have to contribute anything, actually. But it would be greatly appreciated, because, I don't know what I'm gonna do otherwise. Other than just not pay my car insurance, I guess. Not exactly ideal. Really prefer not to, though I'd also really prefer not to be spending so much damn money on car insurance. For a car that hardly gets driven, but... Anyway. Anybody got, like, $1,000 they could give me? No? Yeah. Of course not. Even if you did, why would you give it to some random guy on the internet, right? Nobody's gonna do that. That would be silly. I'm still waiting for the day to somebody to tip $1,000 to my channel. I'm gonna be waiting a very long time, and that's okay. Honestly, it's kind of insane that people actually tip that sort of money to a channel for a non-charitable reason. You know, like, doing that for a charity? Sure. It's charity. But giving a single person that much in one go? Like, holy... I'm not really bothered by the fact that it hasn't happened. I'm not bothered by the fact that it probably won't happen. Honestly, the fact that I'm still doing this as much as I do is... because I want to. I'm streaming because I want to. You got a problem with that? That's why my stream isn't popular. Because I do what I want to when I want to. I saw a flash. Like, you know, there was a... It got brighter for a second. It's like, is there a storm coming through? Yes. Yes, there is. I don't know. It'd be nice to be a bigger streamer, but also at the same time... At the same time, I guess I'm hydrating. And hydrated. At the same time, I've moderated chats of... Well, I think at one point the channel had 2,000 viewers plus. Obviously there weren't 2,000 chatters, but still. That's a lot to deal with. Even a few hundred viewers is a lot to deal with if they're being chatty. Heck, there are times when I struggle to keep up with my chat room as it is. There's usually only a few people chatting at most. Again, I only cheesed the time progression because, like, what was I gonna do otherwise? It was 1 in the afternoon. Watch out for the Bigfoot. Gotta watch out for a lot more than just Bigfoot in this. Alright. I should probably hydrate first. Okay. I don't know. I'm fine with being a smaller streamer. Does mean the chat room's generally quiet, but that's fine. And I know people don't necessarily like me not playing music, but hey, you know what? I don't have to deal with as many copyright claims on YouTube. when I eventually upload the videos to there. I say eventually. Once I remux the recording after the stream ends, I'll be... Don't leave without me. There we go. Oh boy. Thank you for the poem. I hope there's enough fuel in here. Oh yeah. First try. Okay, I was expecting to be able to do that on the controller, and, nope. Where is the town relative to here? Over that away, isn't it? There's the dance pavilion. Yep, that's the little island. I don't know, do I stop there first or after? Probably easier to hit it first just because I'm going towards the dock. Not that I was going straight to it. Hit the coffee pot. Yeah, the coffee pot isn't a bad shout. I never bother with it, but I should at some point. What ARPOBot doesn't tell you is that there's also a way to have your messages read out on stream without contributing money. It does cost a lot of channel points, though. To be fair. Don't know why it cut out suddenly. Yeah, I'm better with trailers, not boats. Is there anything useful over here? Yes. Yes, both things on this side. Come on. Both things on this side are useful. Hello there. Hello, how you doing? Is that not how you say hello in Finland?
Saatana.
Yes, definitely get the other wood carrier. The ideal setup is that you have one wood carrier either side of the thing, and the wooden pieces just automatically go into both of them. It never works out that way, of course, but that's the ideal way of going about things. Yeah, honestly, it might have been better to stop here second so that I didn't have to deal with the extra crap in the boat until later. I opened the cap. There's the pump. I knew there was one on the island, I just didn't remember where it was. Of course, can't forget the coffee cup, otherwise what's the point of getting the thing? Remember when the island wasn't in the game? I remember. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother with that thing. Damn it. Free cup at the DMV. Oh, good to know. God damn it, just operate, would you? That couldn't have gone any better if I'd tried. Just haul that into the front of the boat. Yeah, I guess you can come live here at the cabin if the house burns down. Here we go. Do I have to be proper about it? No. But it's here, so I might as well. And off to the town we go. I keep calling it town. You know which town I mean. That one. Being on the seat. It's not like anybody else is going to use it before it evaporates. That's fine. Yeah, again, what next person? Me? I ain't going back there. Grandma goes to the island? Well, hopefully it's not for a while. Look, it's fine. Nobody's gonna notice. Nah, see, the thing is, you're forgetting that she's just sitting back at her house waiting for me to give her fish. It's fine. The dock is over on that side of town. And your extra fish and milk. I don't know if you noticed, but I left the fish trap back at the island, and I'm not going back to get it. Forget that. I mean, there's a lot of land over there that you could, in theory, ramp up. However, I believe the dock is somewhere over here. Don't need to use the dock, but it's convenient in some way. This way. I wish I could tie it up, but it's fairly good at staying where it belongs. There's the stage. Is there ever anything that actually goes on there? Oh look! Getting here perfectly timed. Just the right time, or something like that. Emo is just getting here himself. I actually see him walk around the corner here. Oi! Open up! Where's the clock? It's over there. Can't see the clock very well. What do I even need to do here? Real question. I mean, I need to get more food. Yes, I'm aware it says 10 to 20, but give me a break. You're already in there! Oi. Oi. When are you gonna open the door? Can't even have fun messing with the two idiots. That's the worst part. Not here yet. You know, Van's here. I'm playing a lightly modded version. I think this is the automatic fuses. Press escape to get it. Yep. They are actually pretty cheap, you know? I don't remember how many you need of each, though, is the problem. Oh, okay. Open in the Steam overlay. That works, too. If it loads. There it goes. Get your fucking ad out of here. 310 amp, 216 amp, 220 amp. Or I can just get 720 amps. Or I can just get 720 amps. Basically, by doing this, it allows me to bypass ever having to actually worry about dealing with the fuses again. I did the camera multiple times there. I would like to take that, but I won't, because I took the boat. Oh. Hey, I see an idiot! Yay! No, just kidding. Idiots are over here. That's just some random person's car. But you think that this is a letter?
Jumalauta!
Break, Timo. Don't do bad things, basically. 502. The 602 that's getting clipped. No. 502. X reminds me of IRL. That said, I don't actually know what the cost of fuel is around here. I haven't checked as of late, because it's too damn expensive regardless.
Voi vittu.
508,
Took you long enough.
Päivä, no mitä sinulle?
No orders? Really gotta figure out if I've got an order or not.
Ootko sä laittanut merkille mitään omituista liikehdintöä tuolla
The driver certainly does.
Tuo yksi ajelu on tällä
A couple of those, why not?
ympyrää, niin me ollaan
Mosquito spray.
Mitä se tekee, kun se aina käy lenkit tuossa
What a pointless
heittämässä
thing
ja
to
sit se
buy.
menee takaisin tuota sammoa.
Sure, I'll buy a coffee.
Ikinä se ei käy tuolla tankkoomassa.
Oh, what was the
Mistähän se suo pensassa, että onkohan sillä joku säiliö omassa
amount? It's
tilassa?
1 to 6, I believe.
Sitten se kävisi jossain toisten aatosta imemässä pensuja poikki. Että
I have a friend request from Geeson on Steam, and I'm wary of that friend request.
Ihan selkeästi.
I shouldn't be, but given recent events. Uh-huh. There we go. I had to scroll down a long ways. I've won one? What? No? Not what I remember. Oh, fuck off. I am not a bot. Why do you think me searching things is a bot?
On tää kyllä ollut merkillinen kesä. Välillä se paistaa aurinko, sitten välillä suottaa vettä satto. Niin ja sitten sen jälkeen taas paistaa aurinko.
There we go.
Ja yölläkin on
I'll buy one of those because I don't think I had one yet.
Suottaa välillä sattoa, vaikka on pimeä.
Please all be in one bag.
Luulisin, että kesällä
Yeah, that's what I thought.
aurinko, mutta on pimeä. Joo, lähellään tuosta. Morjes.
Can you not go out into the middle of the road, please? Now to make a bunch of trips, because honestly I'm not gonna do the whole pick up and throw things, because you're just gonna see a bunch of that, and that gets annoying very quickly. Including for me. Of course, the two idiots are nowhere to be found. I'm not surprised. I'll need to stop by the thing again, although what I could do, though it will ruin my nice amount of money, fortunately.
Katos Päive, no mitäpä laitetaan? Kyllä tää hirvittää vähän tää bensan hintakin, kun mitenkä se vaan nousee koko ajan.
It already does!
Minäkin muistan siinä 80-luvun loppupuolella, kun se nousi 3 markkaa ylitä se bensan hinta. No niin, tattista tämänkertaisesta.
Have you looked at printer ink prices? Don't. Of course, if I was smart, I would have submitted an order for the different toolkit and the AFR gauge and such. But, alas, I did not. See, this is what I was referring to, just continuously doing this over and over and over again, and I've already lost track of the bracket. There's another reason not to do it. No, but seriously, I don't know where it went. It was back here, and then I threw it this way, and it could be anywhere here. The shadows are not helping. Where did it go? How could I lose it that quickly? Or is it in one of these things? And by in, I mean under. Like what? Did it clip under the ground or something? Where did it go? There it is. Yeah, right in amongst the shadows where it's difficult to see, naturally. In another half hour, I guess it has. Getting close to the end of the stream, and still $25 short for my car insurance, which is already overdue. The payment tomorrow. Things are not gonna be good. If anybody can help out. Now I ask of a lot. Yeah, I don't really have anything to follow up with that. I asked for a lot. I recognize that. I'm not proud of it. I'm not happy about it. I don't like doing it. Here we go. Sturdiness is already max, so who cares?
Atana.
Let's not throw them into the road, actually. Don't need to get run over by one of the idiots, or the other idiot, or the bus. I think that's pretty much everybody that drives around this road. Of course, I said I wouldn't do this, but I'm doing it anyway, because it's gonna take too long otherwise. I gotta get back to the house at some point, right? Jesus, cousin. That's exactly what I was talking about. Of course, once I get a little bit closer to the water, I'm going to stop doing this because I don't want anything to go into the water. That could be a pain in the ass. Want to be a little brighter there, son? Jesus. Okay, my controller apparently never disconnected. Can I go 3 for 3? Hell yeah. I wasn't actually sure if I got it, because my air conditioner is still running. I should probably check what the temperature is outside though. Yeah, it's fine. It'll probably shut down momentarily anyway. Want to aim just over there? Sun shining from that direction even though it's up there? Or I want to go over there. I never remember which. Yeah, I want to go that way. Yeah, there goes the AC. Very annoying how this boat pulls continuously to the right. Makes me feel like my joystick is drifting because it does. But no matter how much I reset it, it's not stopping. Did I just trim this out of the motor? Island again. There's still fireworks there, but I got everything that I really need. I need a keybind that just matches N. I don't know why I don't have that. Oh right, I don't play this game much, and for good reason. Is that the clearing I want to aim for, or do I have to go to the left more first? I genuinely do not remember. Remember the last time when I played this, when I kept doing this instead? I was like, why isn't the stress going down? And then I remembered that, oh right, there's another key that does make the stress go down. I feel like that might possibly maybe be it. Maybe not. Does look like there might be a dock there though. I may not play this game much anymore, and I may not watch people play it much anymore, especially with the winter card being a thing now. But that doesn't mean that I don't remember a thing or two about how the game works. So that part right there definitely was not it. However, I had the right clearing. Come on. Good enough. Yeah, that's fine. I think that's it. I just wanted to be sure that I actually saw where everything went. Up there. I'll just take something with me. And then come down with the trailer, load it up, and go from there. Also, the fact that the van was in town tells me that Uncle might have had his license revoked. So that might be good now. Nice lag. Why is the game so laggy right now? Alright. I swear, if my lag issues are actually because my computer is slowly dying rather than, you know, game-related issues. I don't remember Summer Car running this poorly. Yeah, 100 FPS? I'm not sure about that. Oh. I guess I should check this. Yeah, that would do it. It's not... This game is not running at 144 Hz. It was actually just at 120, supposedly. There's the issue. FreeSync isn't kicking in. Well, technically G-Sync, but it's supposedly G-Sync compatible FreeSync. Because this monitor doesn't have G-Sync, only FreeSync, but supposedly it's G-Sync compatible. But either way, it's not syncing the frame rate, which is probably why it doesn't feel good. Alright, I think we're good. Thank you. That should be it. I'm not gonna bother to try restarting or starting just in general the car. Where did the damn thing go again? It's not gonna start. I can tell you just from having looked at the rundown of how things are. There's enough not quite right with it that it's not gonna start. So, not gonna try and do that. Not gonna stress the battery. I want that battery to last for a little while at least. So just keep it on the battery tender. I'll have to figure out exactly what is necessary in order to get things sorted. Yeah, sure. Should have really gone there, but whatever. Okay, and again, where did the damn thing go? Because that's right there. That's still in here, is it? That's parking brake. Pretty sure I picked it up and threw it outside, but where did it go? This damn fire extinguisher bracket, I swear. Didn't go inside the house because it wasn't able to. That's where it went. Good spot on that one. So let me go take this over to the barn, and on the way, it's not really a barn, is it? Regardless, you know what I'm talking about. Yep. Idiot. I want this to go over here. There we go. Not that I'll be chopping wood ever again, but, you know, I have it if I do. Now we wait.
Kävin tämmönen tässä ratsia. Se oli ratsia oli tuolla noin tiellä. Oli aika saatana raskas kaasu. Sillä hetkellä justissaan, niin se olisi kortti lähti. Mä olisin kyllä voinut niin sanoa vedota siihen, mutta siis mä tarvitsin korttiin töihin. En mä oikein viittinyt, kun mä en on...
Yeah, so I had it wrong earlier with Uncle getting fired. No, he just loses his license because he's not working, technically, or something. Yeah, it's not very pleasant to do, but it is a good way of making money. Just say where the damn keys are. I know where they are, they're over there. But say where the damn keys are, would you? Thank you. Later. Loser. Idiot. Whatever. All of the above? Why not? Yeah, so now with these auto fuses, if they trip, I don't know if they auto reset, but I don't have to replace them. And yeah, okay, none of the fuses ever failed before I had to replace them, so I've got a bunch of extra fuses sitting around for no good reason anymore, but doesn't matter. I have backup fuses that I don't need, or shouldn't need. And then automatic fuses that will just make sure that I never have to worry about them. Also, I bet somebody, if anybody actually thought about it ahead of time at least, was thinking, oh, I so hope he forgets to turn off the power before messing with these. Really think I'm gonna forget? Like for this, I can do that and then just reset it. I guess I have to reset them all by default. Look, I can just yoink and back. It also means that I can effectively just disable sections of the house without having to undo it, but unfortunately it's not telling me what's what. I'd have to go off of the names, which you think I speak Finnish? Because I don't. Nice how that fell upright. I didn't buy any sausages. Damn it! I meant to go back to the front one and I didn't. Oh well, I'll be going into town soon enough. And I've already got some sausages and this can act as food, so it's fine. Oh, damn it. Trying to make it obvious that, like, those two are the newer ones. Do these first. Which I will. Those are still fresh? Yes. I would certainly hope so. Is this necessary? No, of course not. Good enough. I was doing so good with not pressing control instead of C. There, I just did it twice. No, the second time was not a demonstration of what I was talking about. It was just me not doing the right thing. Right, you're over here. I'm gonna move you over to here because... why not? I've got that all ready to go for whenever. And as a reminder, because I hate putting up with his bullshit, I have this. He's not going to ask me to drink because screw that bullshit. You don't like that? Too bad. My save. My rules. And, I mean, is there anything else for me to do? I don't think so. Eh. I'll do future me a slight favor. Not much of one, but... just get some of the bars sorted.
Voi vittujen kevät. Jumalauta. Voi saatana. Vittu. Perkele. Voi vittujen kevätänä. Perkele.
Might as well work some stress off at the same time, right?
Jumalauta. No mitä helvettiä? Vittujen vittu. Mitä helvettiä?
So I think if I remember, at least, I'll probably take the
Jumalauta! Vittu! Voi vittujen kevätänä!
the mini bike out to the end of the road and hop into Cousin's car so that, yeah, I think that's basically good. I always forget that that's there. And yeah, take Cousin's car into town so that I don't have to leave a vehicle there, I don't have to leave a boat there. And then I'll end up grabbing the poo truck and the van at the same time. Just tow one behind the other. Obviously, van's getting towed. Shut up. And, yeah. Go from there. I still gotta figure out what's wrong with the car exactly and how to fix it, but that's obviously not a problem for tonight. So, oh, I've been sitting here for 3 hours. How annoying. That's why I normally take breaks, but MSC requires you to stop playing the game in order to pause it, so even then it actually still progresses in a sense, because when you reload it fast forwards to the nearest even hour, which is why I was save loading repeatedly earlier, because what else were we gonna do? Just sit around waiting for time to pass? Nah, let's just cheese it and get on with our day, shall we? Anyway, the end of the stream. I don't know what I'm gonna do Wednesday. That is the Friday stream. I want that one. Friday might happen. I don't know. Max, are you here? No, you're probably being a weeb or something. Knowing you. 60 minutes ago. Twitch, why don't you just make it say 1 hour ago? I know, because you're rounding up 59 minutes, and it's going to shift to 1 hour ago in just a moment. I just noticing the activity feed, because it shifted, and it just... Yeah, anyway. Yeah, there it went. 1 hour ago. Fair enough. About 30 seconds later. So yeah, I don't know what I'd do Wednesday. It says Crystal, obviously, but I already finished that up. Last week, I did Legends Arceus Professor Oak Challenge stuff. I'm not doing that a second week in a row. I don't really have a good reason to play Legends ZA or any of the Switch games outside of Legends Arceus because of the POC. So I don't know. Maybe I'll continue the Catch Across the Gens challenge. Maybe I won't. Geek. Why? I'm ending the stream too, Kai. Come on. Welcome anyway, Raiders. I hope you and Ewok had fun playing, why'd you open over there? Oh, your, Supermarket Sim. Yeah, that game. Well, regardless, welcome, guys. I'm on the end screen because I'm ending my stream shortly. I was just talking about what I'm going to be doing, which I don't know doing in the coming days. I don't know. I think Max wanted to do something on Friday, though, and he said in the past at least. I think he said that the 2 Fridays before French Countryside, which French Countryside is the 12th. That's when it's scheduled for the moment. Geek. See, when you see somebody's on their end screen, you're supposed to not raid them. Jackass. Oh boy. Thank you again for the raid, though, Geek. Even if it is a bit silly. as I was saying, though, yeah, French Countryside is supposed to be on the 12th. So I think Max said that he wanted to do things on the 5th and the 29th as a result to try and get people back into the. Not really into the swing of things, really, but at least a little bit. Obviously, practice has been up for a couple of weeks now. For some people, no, I don't blame them for not feeling like working on the prototype at all. I don't blame them in the slightest. I get the feeling I might be driving a BMW this year instead of a prototype, but maybe not. Yeah, Hellfish. Well, that's why they've been locked. To just try and take some of the difficulty out of it, because it can be difficult to figure out an ideal setup, and some people just don't have the time and the patience for that. So locking it to one setup, while not necessarily suiting everybody, at least makes it that little bit easier, and that you don't have to worry about it. But nope, it's open this time. It's open for Daytona as well. Yeah, and the way that AC works just in general is a bit annoying as well. Since technically the readings aren't usually perfectly correct while you're not moving. That's a bit of a headache. But like I said, currently, last I checked, Discord unpinned the ping that I got when Max sent out the message in the links channel, so I have to go and look it up. Yep, nope. He doesn't have the Mercedes setup done yet, which is a priority over the Orca. But that's fine. If I end up driving the BMW, I end up driving the BMW. Fair enough. Generally, I just stick with whatever Max gives me because it's easier that way. Yeah, the prototypes have had open setups for the longest time. But if you're driving a prototype, you presumably have the skill to be dealing with that. Because there's not many people that drive them, because not many people are stupid enough to drive them. Yes, I'm calling myself stupid in this instance. Whether or not that's true is a different story, but never mind that. Oh yeah, no, they're very particular, which is why I just left it to Max to do and hoped it was good enough. I'm lazy, I don't feel like doing it. So yeah, point is, there may or may not be racing this Friday night. I don't know, and Max is not here to mention it. Are they in a voice channel? Not that I can see. They probably have a hidden one though. So yeah, there might be. You'll just have to wait and hear, because I don't know. I just know what Max has told me in the past. No, Hellfish, it's laziness. I have a degree in mechanical engineering and took a couple of classes on automotive engineering related things. I know how to set up a car. I know what the things do. The difficulty is still there, but I know what things do. I'm just lazy. I don't feel like dealing with it. I've had to model how tires work to some degree. They're extremely complicated, so yeah, I literally went to school for it. Well, not literally. Again, I took some extra classes. Nothing ever came out of it, like not a minor or anything. I wish, but no. So I have formal education in car-related stuff. So again, genuine laziness. I don't feel like remembering it, because it is a fair amount of remembering at this point. Yeah. Suspension is... it's fun. It's a fun thing to deal with. especially when you try and take into consideration how the tires will affect things on top of the suspension. Because the tires are, at least in our case, out of our control. It's just whatever we're given. Suspension you can adjust, but the tires are just what they are. Yeah, understandable. Absolutely understandable. Well, I don't have a setup to tweak yet. I do, but I don't. Maybe at some point. But we'll see if Max gets to that sometime in the next 2 weeks. Because I'd say if he doesn't have the setup ready, and this isn't to put pressure on him, but if he doesn't have the setup ready by the 5th, then, yeah, probably shouldn't run prototypes if the setup is ready by the race. Would be good to get some practice in beforehand. And I'm lazy, so I won't want to practice outside of Fridays. You do not want to see how thick of a layer of dust is on my wheel. Anyway, yeah, despite the raid, I'm still wrapping the stream up. It's now 15 after. I normally end at the top of the hour, but I went a little late because summer car. Look, I was unpacking from a trip to the store and the island, so I had to get everything sorted so that when I return to this game in a couple of months' time again, I'll actually have some idea of what's going on. Because I've been terrible at playing this save. When did I start the save? Way too long ago. Doesn't matter. So, yeah, stream Wednesday. Probably something Pokemon related. I don't know what. Maybe FNR-esque stream Friday? Keep an eye out. We'll see. And then, of course, GTA Saturday night. As always, we might be testing a new game mode. Not the one I teased in Discord, either. That one's still work in progress. Oh, please don't, Hellfish. Please do not. Like, I don't mean to be an ass, but please don't make me try and remember shit. I don't even remember for my own sake. Besides, honestly, at this point, you're better off bothering Max. Like, genuinely. He's more up to date on shit than I am. Which is why I usually defer to him for the setups. Other than that, part design you've been working on? Oh. Well, I can't guarantee I'll be of any use in that regard either, but I can try, I guess. Don't expect any sort of responses tonight. I know you said sometime, but yeah. Worst I can do is say no. Very true. Very true. Depends on what it is, but that's for another time. I do want to wrap this stream up after all. Not to cut the conversation short, but again, it's 17 after now. But yeah. You have a good night as well, Hellfish. Stream Wednesday, maybe Friday, almost certainly Saturday unless they finally decide to bail for Forza Horizon 6. I'm honestly amazed we've gotten away with doing GTA racing anyway. Like, somehow. Both the first 2 weekends of the game being available. Still did GTA. Might have a new game mode to test. Because I do want to test it, and that's the best time to do the testing on it. Otherwise, that's basically it. There's still the pinned comment / bottom left corner. That's... Yep, not going to go any further with that. I've been ranting about it. Not ranting, but I've been talking about it all stream. I'll leave it. It's there. Nobody's contributed, so that's fine. I'll just figure it out myself. Because, yeah, I'm just going to shut up about it. Anyway, I am going to run some ads now on the way out. However, if you don't want to stick around for them, that's fine. At the end of the stream, you don't have to. Don't want to watch ads? Don't watch ads. I don't make much off of ads. But it's the end of the stream. There's nothing left to see, so anybody who wants to stick around to watch ads, feel free. Anyway, that's going to do it for me tonight. Thank you everyone for watching, and hopefully I'll see you next time. Later.